Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Jesper and today I thought we should make a little comparison thing because I would like to compare two eyelash curlers. So I have this one from Shu Uemura and I have this one from Surratt. So they are both very famous ones, but there is a difference between them. So first of all, if you look like this, then you can see that the one from Surratt, that is the black one, it opens up much more. And what that obviously means is that it's much easier to get your eyelashes through the instrument. And particularly if you are putting on a mascara first, as I have shown in other videos, and then you are heating up the eyelash curler, then you would have already had the mascara on, so the eyelashes would already go a little bit upwards, and then it would be much easier to get them through this one here than the one here from Shu Uemura, because the gap is not that big, as you quite clearly can see. So what is other differences between these ones? Well, first of all, when I just open the package and it looks like this, and the one from Surratt, it's this sort of a black, more perhaps stylish one. And just to say one thing, the Surratt one is a lot more expensive, so you would expect a little bit more of some quality. Now I would say when I handled this one the first time, and I am used to using this one from Surratt, I would say the Shu Uemura one is it feels cheap. I'm sorry, it does feel cheap. It might be really good, but it feels cheap. And the first thing that I noticed was that when I was heating this one up compared to heating this one up, and I would say just because of the way the metal is, then this one is heavier than this one here. And when I heated them up, the first thing I noticed was that this one did not hold the heat as long as the other one here did, and that is obviously something to do with the metal. If you look at them at the top, you will see that they curve differently. So when I hold them like that, you can maybe see that the one from Shu Uemura is much more curved than the one from Surratt. So what that means is that the one that is much more curved will get your eyelashes out here to the outside much better. But the first thing when I used this one was that I felt it was simply too small. So obviously if you have a smaller eyelid than I have, then this will fit much better. But when I am normally using this one from Surratt, then it just feels it's a little bit more difficult to get the lashes on the outside, though that I know that people are saying that this is really good for that. But I think, why is it good for that? Well, I think the reason is that it is easier to bend it, not bend it, but take it towards the side that you want. So if you go in, and then you can just push it towards the outside, and that way you can maneuver it yourself. Whereas this one here, it is much more curved. So the first thing that I noticed was that it kind of like, it just felt too small and felt way too curved. But when I tried it, I thought, yeah, it does actually get the outer eyelashes much better. I don't have to do that much maneuvering with as I do with this one in order to get hold of it. But it also means that you should take care that you don't come too close to your eyes. So maybe it's a little bit more easy to pinch your eyelids with this one than it is with this one here. So the thing is that because the metal is much thinner, it feels more flimsy, if you like. It does not hold the heat as long. So what that means is that you heat it up and you put it towards your eyes. You have to heat it up maybe a little bit more hot than the one from Surratt, and that means that you need to really take care that you are not burning your skin. But if you are not heating up the eyelash curler, well, then it's obviously not a problem. I do that because it makes the eyelash, the curve, hold much longer, and particularly if you're doing it after putting on a mascara, because if you do it before you are putting on the mascara, then particularly if it is a non-waterproof mascara, it will relax your eyelashes again, and they will go droopy very quickly. So that's why I like to do it afterwards. But the trick is, as I have shown in other videos, that you need to heat it up, because if you don't do that, then the eyelash curler will stick in the mascara and you risk taking off your eyelashes, and that is certainly something that you don't want to do. So yeah, okay, should we try these ones out now? Well, I will go with this one on this eyelid, and I will go for this one here on that eyelid, and I will just to begin with just do it as they are cold, because that's how they're kind of like designed to be used. So it is not a curling iron as such, it's just something you can do, but obviously you need to take care, particularly with this one here, because it does you risk burning burning your eyelids, and if you hold it towards your cheeks, you risk burning yourself there as well. But you should not, when you're curling your eyelashes, you should not, with any part of the instrument, touch your skin. I know it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but you should not do that, because if you do that, then you don't get the best possible curve. So let's go in with this as it is cold. So you can see for my eyelashes, it kind of like takes all of them now, if you can maybe see. And it takes a little bit getting used to doing that. And I like to give it a good squeeze to begin with, and then quickly relax it again. And then take it outwards, and voila, like that. And then you see, yeah, they do get curved a little bit, but no way near as much as if you were heating up the instrument. So now we will go in with the one from Shu Uemura, and this is already, I feel when I hold it, it is made for a smaller hand. So let's see what happens, because it is much more curved, and it will work a little bit differently, and I'll just take you through when we do it. So we go in here, and it is already much more difficult to get your eyelashes through, and that is because it curves a lot more. So when you look at it now, you maybe can see that you can't see my eyelashes as much as you could on the other one. And that is because it curves a bit more. Voila, like that. So when you look at it now, yes, they are curved, and I can see that maybe they are a little bit more curved, I would say, out here compared to the other ones here. So in that sense, they do get it more at the edge to that side. And the reason is, of course, when you look at them, it is much more curved, and therefore it should get the outer eyelashes much better. But the thing is that when you put it on your eyelids, then you might like to, it's a bit difficult, because how is the perfect eyelash curler? Well, it's a bit tricky, because here I do like that it bends a bit more, but the problem with that is that at the middle, so the part here, I would like to go closer to my eyelashes, but I cannot push this one closer into my, or deeper into my eye socket, because these parts here, they restrict that I can get closer in. So yeah, it's kind of like maybe what would be good would be a mix between these two here, and then definitely the quality of this product here, because the quality of this is just, it feels cheap, and it is cheaper, but it's not cheap. I think quality could be better. It doesn't feel nice on my hand or in my hand. So now I would say when I look in the mirror that maybe these ones are a little bit better than the other ones, but it's also that when I are curving my eyelashes, then or curling them, then it's kind of like I can never really get it the same. The eyes don't get exactly evenly good. One does always get not as good as the other one, even that I try to do my best, of course. So what will I do to make the curve last much longer? I will go in and heat it up, and now I will start with the one from Surratt. So yes, that is hot now. You always have to feel that it's not too hot. It's definitely hot. And a good squeeze, and then relax and just hold it for a little while. And then outwards, and voila, like that. I need to do that again. And it really has to kind of to burn your eyelashes, or your eyelids more likely. Voila, like that. There you see they are curved much more, and you can always, when they're still warm, you can just tilt them to the side if you have you feel that you would like to have it more going to the outside, because that's what I feel normally with these eyelash curlers, is that they have a tendency to push the eyelashes towards the nose, particularly if you are holding a strong pressure for a long time. So now when I just feel this again, it's still kind of like warm. It's not hot. It's not hot enough to curl the eyelashes, but it's still kind of like warm. So if we go in with the other one here, like that, it gets really hot, but it loses the heat relatively quick. And a good squeeze again, and then just relax a bit and then hold it. And voila, like that. Definitely it gives a much stronger curve than it was before. Maybe you can see that. Have a look to the side and to the other side. Definitely when I see in the mirror, it is curved much more, and it will hold the curve for much longer. But again, if you like it really to hold after you put a mascara on, then you need to do it afterwards, and you need to use some heat in order to having these instruments here let go of the eyelashes, so you're not ripping them off. So yes, I do like the curve of this one here. And maybe it's something about getting used to using it. I would say when I first tried it, I wasn't that keen on it, but trying it again and again, maybe I like it a little bit anyway. But the thing is that normally one eye get better than the other, so it's a little bit difficult to test it as such, because you basically need to use it or to test it on the same eyelid if you really want to make a really proper test, I guess. But just as such, I would say that if you have small eyelids, like they're not that wide, this one might be good. But if you have a bit more of a wide eyelid, you need to go in with something like this, because this one, as I say, you will press these parts into your eye socket, and yes, it does take a little bit getting used to. But as of how it is curved today, I really like it. The other day it wasn't that well, so yeah, maybe when I look at it here, I would say I like that one better than the one from Surratt. So this is the Shu Uemura, and this is one from Surratt. So there you go. If you would like to see more of this sort of videos, please subscribe, hit the bell, and do all those things you must do in order to be notified when I upload more of this sort of videos. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye.